Well, thank you guys so much for choosing to participate in meditation today. My name is Evelyn Spangler, the wellness coordinator here at Washburn, and I am thrilled to be able to offer this, and I hope that it's helpful to you. That said, sometimes, and I try and lead every meditation with this guidance, meditation kind of gets held up high on this. Well, when I do it, I should feel this way. As soon as I sit down, I'm going to, completely relax and do those stereotypical meditation things. And while that would be excellent, it is not always or even often the case. What I'm asking in meditation is that you are just involved and present in your space, in your present moment. So it doesn't have to change how you feel today. You don't have to receive or achieve anything. In fact, we're kind of doing the opposite. We're reaching for neutral, right? Not achieving, not receiving. So with that in mind, get to a comfortable seat. You can have an adjustment, right? I do encourage a little bit of fidget and wiggle because if we're being honest, I know for myself, I rarely sit down and just feel immediately comfortable. So if you need to adjust now, do that. If you need to adjust later, do that. It's okay. But when you do feel comfortable, have a little bit of a long spine. We are asking for a bit of a long spine, whether you're seated or laying down. So that often involves just giving the sternum just a tiny lift in the chest. Don't let it cave in. Let it be a little bit broader. Once you're there, close your eyes. Pull a big breath in through your nose. Sigh it out of your mouth. Again, pull a big breath in through your nose. And sigh it out of your mouth. Let your breath be at a steady and neutral pace, meaning you are not here in this moment to change the length or depth. You are here to notice what it is naturally. As you do, you may notice that your breath does fluctuate. Each inhale is a little bit different than the last or the next, and same for your exhale. We use the breath in meditation as an anchor to the present moment. Meaning, your mind will wander. It's to be expected. It's what it does. But if you notice yourself attached to a mind chatter or an observation, bring yourself back to observing an inhale, to observing an exhale. Soften what muscles you can, what joints you can. And in fact, today we're going through just a brief body scan. As mentioned prior to meditation, there is nothing to be expected of each body part or each observation we make. Simply noticing it there in the space that you're in, offering an opportunity to perhaps let go of accidental muscular engagement or accidental engagement in your joints. Maybe allowing for a little more relaxation, maybe allowing for more present moment awareness. But ultimately, just noticing your body in the space you're in. With that in mind, bring your attention to your feet. If you're seated, notice where your feet are touching the floor. Perhaps what parts of your feet are not touching the floor. Notice your ankles, your arches, the top of your foot, your heel. Simply that they are there. That expectation. And move your awareness up to your shin or lower leg and your calves at the back of your lower leg. Bring your awareness to your knees, the front of your knee, and the back of your knee, and your thighs and hamstrings, the back of the top of your leg. It's okay if you notice one side may feel different than the other. And if you notice muscular engagement, perhaps this is a great opportunity to let it soften or let it go. Ultimately, simply noticing your legs in the space that they're in. Bring your awareness up to your hips and pelvis. Start with where your femur meets your hips. And then notice your right hip and then your left. Your lower abdomen, your lower back. These areas, without expectation, just noticing them in the space that they're in. Bring your awareness up to your midsection, your right side and your left side, your abdomen and middle back. There's muscular engagement and you can let it go, soften there. Prioritizing, just noticing it in the space that it's in. Bring your attention to your hands, your palms, your fingers, the back of your hands, your wrists. Simply where they are, that they are there. And bring your awareness to your forearms, the back of your forearms, front of your forearms, and up into your elbow, the eye of your elbow and the bony part of your elbow. Your upper arm, the bicep, the front, and the tricep at the back. Being observant of your arms in this space they're in. And softening if you can. Continuing up into your chest and upper back, your right shoulder and your left shoulder, your collarbone. Simply that they are there. And soften if you can. Bring attention and awareness up to your neck. The front of your neck, the back of your neck, your right side and left side. The space at the base of your neck meeting your chest, and the space at the top of your neck meeting your skull. Simply that it is there. And relax or soften if that's available to you. Finally, bringing attention up to your head, starting with your face, your right temple and your left temple, your eyebrows and nose, right cheek and your left cheek, your mouth and your jaw, right ear and your left ear, and the back of your head. Really noticing that it's there, where it's at in space, and relaxing any muscles that you can if that's available to you. Draw your attention now to the crown of your head, the very top of your head. Bring attention to the space of air just above it. Hold that space in your mind for just a moment. While holding that space in your mind, if any areas of muscles or joint body need to be relaxed or let go of tension, and you notice that, soften if that's available to you. Body moves all day, even if we're seated most of the day. We fidget, we wiggle, we move. It's reasonable to expect the muscle effort would come back or the joint effort would come back. We notice it without attachment, and that gives you the power to soften it or let that muscular effort go again and again. Keep that in mind as we go through a little more specific of a breath effort, still with that space of air above the crown of your head. If you're inhaling, I want you to imagine you're pulling that space of air down into the depths of your lungs and diaphragm. Your exhale, I want you to watch that space of air come back up through the top of your head, back where it was. Do that several times. Breathing in, pulling the space of air down into your lungs. And with your exhale, putting it back where it was. Breathing into your ribs instead of just your belly as you do this, pulling the space of air down. And putting it back. Several times. And let that space of air go. Breathe steady, breathe normal. And be in your present space. Knowing that extraneous variables, sounds, distractions, chatters are a part of your present moment just as much as your breath is. We're practicing our ability to not attach ourselves, create narration toward those observations, strengthening your ability to notice your breath. Even through distractions. Each inhale unique from the last to the next. Each exhale unique from the last or the next. With your next inhale, pull your breath deeply in behind the ribs. Sigh out of your mouth at any rate. Do that again. Pull your breath deeply in behind the ribs. Sigh it out at any rate. And again, breathe normal. Keep your eyes closed, but wiggle your fingers and your toes. Maybe rotate at the wrists and ankles if that's helpful. And blink your eyes open. Thank you guys so much for choosing to join me for meditation. As always, I hope that it is helpful outside of your meditation space. Have a great rest of your day.